So I'd like to point out a couple of features of this image that fascinate me and that I find appealing. So if you look at the picture there of the three young men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, in the burning fiery furnace, you can notice two things. That first of all, they are looking up, and each of them seems to be looking in his own direction. And this relates to the story in the book of Daniel, that the three young men were thrown into the furnace, and they weren't burned, they weren't destroyed, even though the furnace was stoked to 7 times its normal strength. They were being delivered and being protected. And King Nebuchadnezzar, when he looked into the furnace, saw a strange fourth that was there with them. A fourth that looked like, in his words, a son of the gods, and whom we would know perhaps more than perhaps as the Son of God himself. And so the three young men here are looking up at this mysterious fourth. Yet each of them seems to be looking in a different direction. And that's a sign that the one they're looking at is here and there and not there and not here, is everywhere and nowhere. And this, I think, beautifully captures one of the qualities of the divine, that God is mysterious, God is transcendent, God is elusive, and God is elusive. And this, I think, is an important kind of concept for us, that God cannot be locked. We can't lock our gaze on God and fix him there. Can't grasp God. We don't somehow control God, that he comes to us out of his own graciousness, out of the kind of beauty and the fullness of his own will. And the second feature that would like you to consider is the fact that the three young men look outside of the image. They look to that mysterious fourth who's not depicted in or contained within the image itself. And I think this is a sign that the world of nature, world of fire and water, and the world of human making, here the ark that Moses made, and the fire that the young man stokes, this kind of world of nature, the human world, is not a kind of self-enclosed world, but it's a world that's porous, that's open to the transcendent. And that means that God can bleed into our world. God himself can enter into our world from outside of it. God, who is the source of this world, who is the creator of this world, is able to enter into the world with his presence, with his grace, and with his blessings. And he's also able to deliver us out of this world and bring us into a richer and a fuller world, the world of his own divine presence.